Welcome to Metals, Money, and Markets for November 2nd. We are here at the New Orleans Investment Conference from MiningClips.com. I'm Rob Goodman, and as always, Mickey Fulp, the Mercenary Geologist, who is sitting right next to me here, is going to break this down. Mickey, always fantastic to see you, my friend. Some good videos we shot. Let's run through this here. We're pretty flat dollar, but some inspiring economic data got these equities markets going, but pretty flat in gold here. Let's start there.
Gold had an up and down week, and actually it was down and then up. And it really went up or down on the volatility of the U.S. dollar. Closed at 12.32, down $2 for the week, but that's a $20 recovery from what it was midweek. Platinum, which remains undervalued, had a very nice week, up $37 to $8.67. Silver was basically flat. I think it gained 14 cents to $14.72. Palladium is pushing toward its all-time high, which it set briefly a couple of weeks ago. It closed at 11.05, up less than 1% on the week.
And heading over to copper here, looks like we had an up week at least. How'd it trade?
Yeah, it bottomed at 275 on Wednesday on the stronger U.S. dollar, and then when the dollar came back down, it bounced up, closed the week at 283. It's still 5 months backward, but that's certainly an improvement on these ridiculous backwardations that we've seen over the last month or so.
And head over to these energy markets, a little mixed bag here. Uranium a decent week, but boy, oil is just getting worked.
Oil's just getting hammered, continues to drop with the uncertainty of the Iranian sanctions and the Trump administration's willingness at this point to allow variations on those sanctions with certain countries. The world economy jitters about that has weighed heavily on the oil market. Net longs have dropped significantly, but it's still about a 6 to 1 ratio over the shorts. Rigs down 1. Record U.S. production didn't help the oil price, up to 11.3 million barrels per day. Inventories also up for about the 5th or 6th week in a row at over 3 million barrels. That all took oil down to 62.86. Meanwhile, uranium just continues to soar, up 90 cents on the week, closed at 28.75. So we're very encouraged with that. I think in the last 4 months we've had something like 3 down weeks in the uranium price.
And shifting gears into the currency markets, up dollar and a down euro and a down loonie.
Well, dollar had a very volatile week. It went from 96.3 to 97.1 on Thursday and immediately dropped back to 96.5, and that accounts for the volatility in the metals markets over the week. A lot of this is driven by weakness in the euro, and that has to do with Italian budgets. Euro and the loonie both down. Not significantly. Euro closed at almost 114. Loonie at 76 and change on the week. You know, U.S. interest rates remain higher, let's say, and that's propped up the dollar at the expense of other currencies.
And wrapping up with the equities markets, a plethora of good information here, some solid economic data. These things were rocking and rolling.
Yeah, strong jobs report, strong unemployment report, strong wages report, all led to a nice recovery of the U.S. markets over the week, but they were off a bit yesterday, but all closed up upwards of 2.5 points. We have the Dow at 25,271, S&P 500 2723, NASDAQ at 73.57. Like I said, all 2.5% plus or minus gains.
And wrapping up with the venture, it participated, but not like the U.S. markets.
Yeah, the venture actually closed up at 651 for a 7% gain. That's about 1%. This is the bump up as it looks like we are going to have an early tax loss selling season, but it's kind of moving in full bore right now. We'll see what goes on going forward.
Okay, Mickey, and as mentioned, we are at the New Orleans Investment Conference, the biggest investment conference in the world, yes?
Well, it's the longest-lived investment conference, gold investment conference in the world, now in its 44th year. It's a great venue, good time of year to be here. Weather's beautiful, and it's the Big Easy, so let the good times roll.
Touche. See you next week.
See you then.